Hey everybody, good morning. Marcus here. Just thought I'd come out here and shoot a video this morning, and just thought I'd just come out here and talk about being consistent. I think there was strange. Yeah, I want to talk to you guys today about well, look at that. That's not that cool. I just want to be present, in these videos. I just want to send a message through the video of kind of being more present in your life, and because there's nothing like the present. Sure is nothing like the present. Now, my phone's gonna run out of battery, but it's okay. We'll get through it. It's okay, we'll get through it. There is this, there's this guy, there's a group of people that went in, they're walking up to this line, and it's part some club or something, and yeah, we're gonna catch the morning sunrise. I think it already rose, but anyways, about these people that are waiting in the line, and one of them goes, "Oh, the line's too long," and one guy's like, "It's okay, we'll get through it," and he's like screaming, and they're like, he's kind of like guiding everybody along. But hopefully I make it to the beach before battery dies. Yeah, I guess what really matters is what I'm actually saying, Probably what matters is what the actual thing that I'm saying in my videos are. Like imagine Peter Zion. He just goes around and talks on the camera about geopolitics, which is awesome. I don't know too much about geopolitics. I guess I could say, "Hey, light through the trees." Anyways, I don't know much about geopolitics, but there are a few things I know about, and enjoy. One of which is coming here to this beautiful place in the morning. But I don't have any festivities, if you will. I don't have any coffee this morning. No tea. No oolong. No chai. But oh look, there it is. You guys will see it. Hopefully. We're getting to the sand now. We're getting to the real sand now. Let's look at the walk up. You guys will enjoy the walk up with me. There she is. Whoa, is that a bird? Yeah, I thought that was a bird. Yeah, I guess we'll go walk on the beach. There's some crazy birds over there. Oh, look at the light through the Okay. But what I was discussing earlier was the fact of, I don't know what I was talking about earlier, but we're here. Sun's risen. Oh look, this is where I was before. Whoa, turns white. Oh, there's the sun. Hello, sun. I do believe that this is a path to the ocean. I guess the ocean's just right there. So this is a path. I don't know if it's the path necessarily, because look at all the footprints. They're all paths. They're all paths. And I just want to, what is it that I'm actually saying in this video? I don't know. I just kind of want to go out to the ocean, and I thought I'd bring you guys along with me. Yeah, that's all that was my whole intention of making this. Or I wish I had like a little long stick thing, but that's okay. Now I will say, you guys, that it's important to be creative. It's important to be consistent. There's this one guy on YouTube that I forgot what his name is, but it's a channel that he does Facebook ads. Like, he teaches how to do Facebook ads. But at the end of the video, he always goes, and as always, be creative and be consistent. Its name's Constantine something. But I thought that was a nice little tagline, because that is a cool thing. Another cool tagline would be floss and don't lie. Floss and don't lie. Which I guess if you can do those two things in a day, probably pretty good day. Pretty alright day. No, it's a pretty good day if you do get to flossing and you don't lie. I was working, I had a buddy, and I was helping him haul wood, basically, in his truck. We're like little lumberjacks, and we're getting people their wood for their fires. And I want to tell you guys a story about this individual. And it was a good time. The only thing was that person lied to their partner. And I'm like, I don't know their partner at all. And I'm with them in the truck, basically, and we just stopped by and get gas, and he calls his partner or his wife, and he goes, "Hey, we're at Target." He says, "We're at Target, and something other." And I just look at him. I'm like, "We're sitting at a gas station. I don't think the plan was to go to Target at all." And I'm not sure what I felt kind of odd, because I was like, I'm now roped into this fabrication or a lie, and I just felt kind of odd. That's what I'm saying. But flossing and not lying in a day, probably a good thing. Probably two things that you ought to do. Now, there are lots of oughts in life. Oh, now this is what I like to talk about, honestly. This is probably my favorite type of thing to talk about, which is the oughts of life. And how does one go about finding their oughts in life, or are there universal oughts? Now, I do believe that flossing and not lying are two fairly universal oughts. Or at least dental hygiene, let's say, if you don't want to floss, if you have like a water pick or different system or process in which you keep track of your dental hygiene, I think that would be equivalent. And the not lying part is like, the truth is wild, and we don't know what it is, but at least you cannot lie. That's shout out to JP on that one. It's kind of inspired by one of his things, probably. But I think we've made it to the beach, guys. I think we've made it. We've made it to the beach. Oh, we've made it to the beach, mate. Oh, we've done it, mate. Well, that's all on the beach. Well, this is a beautiful side. Let's see if I do this side. Whoa, that turns white. It's like some anime character type shit. This is like seriously. Hello, welcome to the anime character. What if it turns all white? I guess the sun's that way. It's very odd. But the reason I'm telling you this is that there are odds in life. Maybe. Probably. And just gotta find your own personal odds. Now, there is Hume's guillotine, which says you can't make an ought from an is. You can't turn an is into an ought. So based on a fact of what is, you can't determine what ought to be or what you ought to be or what you ought to do without at least stepping on to certain other assumptions or foundations for how you can get to that ought. But anyways, yeah, this is just another video on this channel, and I'm trying to shoot more videos, make more content. I guess maybe I could just sit it down somewhere and just talk. That could be cool. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's not that great. When I'm doing that, I like to just go off and talk and discuss what's on my mind and what seems like a good thing one ought to do. And finding your own odds. There's something currently that you ought to do right now. Like you kind of know what you ought to do based on your own sort of framework for existing or moving towards your goals. So it's probably one or two things that you ought to do. And then there's those things that you kind of ought to do, kind of on the back burner. And then there's those things that are the mental cobwebs of your life. And oh, there's a guy running. That's awesome. That's super cool. Super dope. The guy running barefoot in the dunes. Very nice. Maybe I should stop it with all the ums. Umpqua. but I do enjoy coming out here. Look at all the foam. Hey, look at this sea foam right here. Look at that. Look at how much sea foam there is. Sea Dogs. Sea Dogs and Pyrite. Great song. Go check it out. Now, look at all these crazy things. Like, what is that? Anyways, so I just want to encourage people to find their oughts in life and figure out what your outputs are. Like, you have to structure your outputs, not necessarily structure your outputs, but let's say figure out what you got to do, what you ought to do, and then gosh darn it, do it. No, I'm sorry, it's kind of odd, but yeah, you have to go do that stuff. Yeah. I saw that guy running. I was like, I ought to be running barefoot on the beach with shorts on, because that guy is awesome. But maybe that one is more of like I probably ought to do that. But there are some things that maybe you might not ought to do. But you ought to floss and you ought to not lie. So there's that. That's as far as I've come up with, really. Can't really say much else. I hope the audio's good in this. Let's see what's along this ridge. Oh, it's gonna be a long video. But I'll say my final things on this, and I will leave you with this. Wait, before I leave you, come check out the sunrise. There's the sun. The sun, it also rises. Now, I don't know how to make it so it's like the most optimal light setting, because that's the sun. Yes. But I hope everyone does what they ought to do today. That's all I got. Signing off. Peace.